full chapter of basic concepts of chemistry using my personal tricks. The first topic is matter, which is divided into pure substances and impure substances. We know that pure substances contain same type of particles. For example, consider iron sheet and sodium chloride. We can see that this iron sheet contain one type of particles. These all particles have same properties. So we say that iron sheet is a pure substance. Secondly, this sodium chloride also contain one type of particles. All the particles have same properties. So we say that sodium chloride is a pure substance. Here, let me teach you one exam question. Why elements and compounds are called pure substances? Well, the answer is simple. They both are made up of one type of particles. So we say that elements and compounds are pure substances. For example, like iron sheet, gold, sodium chloride, silver, etc. On the other hand, impure substances are those substances which contain different types of particles. For example, consider salt solution and salad. We can see that salt solution contains two types of particles. Secondly, they have different properties. So we say that salt solution is impure substance. On the other hand, we can see that in salad, there are more than two types of particles, and these particles have different properties. So we also say that salad is impure substance. Here, let me teach you another exam question. Why mixtures are called impure substances? Well, mixture are called impure substances because they are made up of different types of particles. Remember the name of these important mixtures like air, seawater, solutions, suspensions, colloids, and alloy like steel, which are usually asked in MCQs. So remember about pure substances and impure substances. The second topic is properties of matter, like physical properties and chemical properties. We can easily observe physical properties without changing the identity of a substance. Now how we can remember the physical properties of matter? Well, I always use my personal trick. Moving van should come late. Here, M stands for mass, V stands for volume, S stands for shape, C stands for color, L stands for length. Also remember that all physical changes like melting point, boiling point, evaporation, sublimation, and condensation are physical properties. We can observe chemical properties when a substance changes its state. Now how can we remember chemical properties? Well, we say that moving van should come late. In case of chemical property, we say that Amir bhai will come. Here, A stands for acid, this S stands for air, B stands for base, W stands for water, C stands for chemical. So a reaction of acid, reaction of air, reaction of base, reaction of water, and reaction of chemicals all possesses chemical properties. Thus noted down physical properties and chemical properties. Now let me teach you the third topic, physical quantities. Well, anything which we can measure is called physical quantity. For example, consider 12 kilometer or 12 hours. Here, we can measure the length of anything like 12 kilometer, so length is a physical quantity. Similarly, we can also measure the time like 12 hours. So time is a physical quantity. This topic is divided into three subtopics like base physical quantities, derived physical quantities, international system of units. Now what are base physical quantities? Well, the 7 physical quantities in terms of which other physical quantities are expressed are called base physical quantities like length, time. Secondly, those physical quantities which we can derive from the base physical quantities are called derived physical quantities. For example, when we divide length by time, we get speed. Here, we know that length and time they both are base physical quantities, but dividing them, we get another physical quantity like speed, which is known as derived physical quantity. Now what is International System of Units? Well, in 1960, an International System of Units were established for 7 base physical quantities, which we call International System of Units. Now how to remember base physical quantities and International System of Units? Well, I always use my personal trick. I say Lisa ma'am turns to a left edge. Here L stands for length, M stands for mass, T stands for time, this T stands for temperature, A stands for amount of substance, L stands for light intensity, E stands for electric current. The SI unit of length is meter, the SI unit of mass is kg, the SI unit of time is second, the SI unit of temperature is Kelvin, the SI unit of amount of substance is mole, the SI unit of light intensity is candela, and the SI unit of electric current is ampere. Remember that except these all 7 units, the rest of units are called derived units. Also, let me teach you one bonus question. What is the difference between mass and weight? Well, mass is the amount of matter present in any object, while weight is the force between the earth and an object. The SI unit of mass is kg and the SI unit of weight is Newton. So note it down all these important points. Now coming to the fourth topic. The fourth topic is about prefixes. A mnemonic that is added to units to show multiples or fractions are called prefixes. For example, consider 2 kilogram. Here, gram is the unit and kilo is the prefix. Now how can we remember the list of important prefixes? Well, I use my personal trick. I always write 10 to the power 1, 2, 3 and then I jump 3 times 6, 9, 12. Now I say Dad has kept my great trick. This D stands for deca, this H stands for hecto, this K stands for kilo, this M stands for mega, this G stands for giga, and this T stands for tera. Secondly, I write 10 to the power negative 1, then I write negative 2, negative 3, and then I repeat the previous process, jumping 3 times. Negative 6, negative 9, negative 12. I use the trick. That can make me nice person. Here, this D stands for deci, this C stands for centi, this M stands for milli, this M stands for micro, this N stands for nano, this P stands for pico. So this is the list of negative prefixes. Thus using this trick, we can easily learn all the prefixes. The fifth topic is scientific notations. Well, a system of writing too big or too small numbers to save space and time is called scientific notation. For example, roundabout, the mass of the earth is 6 into 10 to the power 24 kg. We can see that it is a very big number. So using scientific notation, we can easily save space and time to write it. Also, the diameter of the nucleus is 1.7 into 10 to the power minus 15 meter. It is a very small number, so using scientific notation, we can easily save space and time to write it. The seventh topic is significant figures. The certain or sure and important digits in any measurement are called significant figures. For example, consider this number. Here, we know that 205 are certain or important 3 digits, while this 003 is uncertain, less important 3 digits. So the collection of certain or less important digits are called significant figures. Now let me teach you the most simple trick to find significant figures. I write non-decimal numbers and decimal numbers. In case of non-decimal numbers, go from non-zero digit to last non-zero digit. For example, consider this number. Here, the first non-zero digit is 1 and the last non-zero digit is 2. So I go from this 1 to this 2. Now I count the total digits in this number. There are 6 digits in this number, so there are 6 significant figures. Similarly, consider this number. The first non-zero digit is 4 and the last non-zero digit is 5. I go from 4 to 5. So there are 3 digits. I say there are 3 significant figures. Thirdly, consider this number. Here, the first non-zero digit is 1 and the last non-zero digit is 3. So I go from 1 to 3. There are 3 digits. I say there are 3 significant figures. Now in case of decimal numbers, I go from first non-zero digit to last digit. For example, consider this number. Here, the non-zero digit is 2 and the last digit is 0. So I go from 2 to 0. We can see that there are 3 digits in this number, so there are 3 significant figures. Secondly, consider this number. The first non-zero digit is 1. So I go from 1 to the last. There are 4 digits, so there are 4 significant figures. Thirdly, consider this number. The first non-zero digit is 5, so I go from 5 to the last. There are total 5 digits, so I say there are 5 significant figures. Thus, using this simple trick, we can easily learn significant figures. The 7th topic is accuracy and precision. Accuracy means that how close you are to the actual value. For example, consider this man. Let the height of this man is 5 meters. Let I ask 3 students to find the height of this man. Let the first student measured it as a 4 meter, the second student measured it as 4.5 meter, and the third student measured it as 5 meter. Now these are the 3 different measurements. We say that this whole measurement is accurate result, or we say that high accuracy, because the one measurement is exactly 5 meter, which is matching the actual height of the man. So the actual measurement is also 5 meter and this measurement of the student is also 5 meter. So they both are intersecting or touching each other. So we say that this measurement is accurate or it has high accuracy. On the other hand, precision means that how does 2 or more measurements are close to each other. For example, consider the man from the previous example. We know that the actual height of the man is 5 meter. Let I again ask 3 more students to find the height of this man. Let one student measure the height of this man as 3.5 meter. The second student also measured 3.5 meter and the third student measured it as 3.4 meter. Now let me ask you, are these 3 measurements are accurate? Your answer is no, because the actual measurement is 5 meter and the measurements of the students are totally different from them. But wait a minute. Here we can see that this 3.5 and this 3.5 are close to each other, while this 3.5 and this 3.4 are also close to each other. The results of students are close to each other, so it has high precision. So we say that the first measurement of the student is close to the second measurement of the student, and the second measurement of the students is close to the third measurement of the students. So we say that it has high precision. Thus remember that it has high precision but low accuracy. Now let me teach you some important MCQs.